As we head towards closure this morning on News and Views, the next few minutes we are going to be focusing on Africa Muslims Agency. We're talking about the One Child, One Dream project that is ongoing here in South Africa, the refugee children. I have been here for since last week in South Africa, a highly successful visit in Cape Town, and now they are in Johannesburg. And to provide us with an update and to unpack the some of the latest developments. We joined by Nadda Osman, who is the media officer with Africa Muslims Agency. Nadda, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh and welcome.
Wa alaikum assalam. Thank you for having me.
Yes, once again, an absolute pleasure talking to you. You and I had a chat last week, Cape Town, that highly successful event. And this One Child, One Dream project has now come to Johannesburg, Nada.
Yes, that's right. We're in Johannesburg and we've been traveling around South Africa. The 10 children that we have here have been visiting different schools and sharing their stories and sharing their experiences. And they're all really, really excited, and the reception has been really nice as well.
Yes, and just your analysis, how has it gone so far?
I mean, it's been excellent, to be honest. The children are really excited, like I said, to share their stories. And the people here all around South Africa are very eager to learn about their experiences and what they've been through and how they can help other people back home as well, because this is really all about, education. And a lot of the children that we have with us here have been going around and saying that, yes, they're lucky and they're privileged, but they feel some kind of guilt that their other friends and family back home don't have an education. So they're really encouraging everyone to try and sponsor a child and sponsor a dream as well.
Nada, just from your experience, and I know you've been with the children, and you've also seen, the interaction they've had, and also the reaction to these children in their visit to South Africa. What have been some of these standout issues for you?
The standout issues, did you say? Sorry.
Yes.
So to be honest, a lot of them they've all come from different backgrounds and they've all had different experiences. But one thing that they all had in common was that they all were taken out of education. So because they were displaced, some of them from Syria, some of them from Palestine, they suddenly found that they went through a lot of trauma, and that they weren't able to carry on in school, which meant that they didn't have friends around them. They didn't have normality in their lives. It was very difficult conditions. And of course, their living conditions were also inadequate. So a lot of them were living in tents, sleeping on the floor. They were in very miserable conditions, and they had no sense of normality in their lives, and they didn't have any of the normal experiences that any child would have. So now they all feel very lucky that, these are the 10, and we call them the success stories, because thankfully they've already been sponsored, but now they just want their friends to have the same experience as well.
And just looking at the response, how responsive have people been? Have other children been who have met, who have seen these children, and who have had the opportunity to interact with them?
Everyone's been really, really excited to see them and meet them. People have been kind of putting them aside and asking them questions, and also asking them how they can help. I mean, we have some really, really powerful stories between the 10 children. We have some that were made orphans from Syria due to bombing, and they came home from school and they found that, they no longer had a house and they no longer had parents. And then we have someone else as well, who says that she's lost her best friend in school. And she says that even though she's enjoying everything and she's enjoying being in South Africa, she still can't forget about her best friend that was killed in a school bombing in Syria. So amongst them, there are often very moving and touching stories, and the reception has been very, very nice. Everyone in South Africa has been very welcoming and very encouraging, and they just want to empower them and to make sure that the other children are not left behind as well, because there's still hundreds and hundreds of others in these refugee tents that haven't yet had a sponsor. They don't have anyone to support them.
Nada, I'm just looking at the Johannesburg leg of the program, and I see tonight Fine Town, the Isa Dhikr program that is taking place at the Al Furqan Islamic Center in Fine Town.
Yes, that's right. So we've been going around and visiting different schools. It's been a really, really nice experience so far. We've been doing Q&As with the children. So anyone sitting in the audience, any of the school children can also ask them. And it makes it more relatable for them, because some of them are of the same age as 10 children that we've brought over. So it just means that they get to learn as much as possible, and they really get an insight into the situation, and how the children feel and what they've been through. So these school visits are very, very important in just spreading awareness.
Yes, and besides the program tonight, just looking at the Johannesburg leg of the program, what are there any other programs that people need to look out for?
Yes, so we have plenty of things going on. So on the 14th, we have a family picnic. We have lots of different days and events going on, which we're rolling out on social media. So if you stay tuned and keep in touch and follow along on our social media accounts, we're rolling out all the information about where we're going to be, which different locations we're going to be at, and where exactly.
Well, we certainly will take look out for those, and I'm sure that at Salam Media here as well, we will obviously be promoting and the visit of these children, and I'm sure you and the team at AMA have been extremely busy putting all of this together, coordinating the logistics, taking these children around, exposing them to wherever they need to get to as well. So. Keep up the good work, Nada, you and the team here at Africa Muslims Agency. And, with these children here, I'm sure there's some valuable lessons that we can take from there, our children can take from them as well. And at the end of the day, a lot of work still lies ahead, a lot of hard work lies ahead. These 10 children, fortunate enough to be here. And as you mentioned earlier on, many, many hundreds and thousands of children right across. Syria and in Palestine as well, that don't have the opportunities that these children have had. And this is where a lot of hard work still lies ahead.
Yes, you're right. Thank you so much for having us. And again, I encourage anyone listening to head to the AMA website, head to our social media accounts, and look into it and try your best to sponsor a child. And even if you don't have the full amount to sponsor them, you can still pay just a portion of that.
Well, shukran for that, Neda, and for your time with us this morning. We wish you all the best, and we appreciate your time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum.
Nadda Osman, Media Officer at Africa Muslims Agency, the One Child, One Dream Project, Africa Muslims Agency. And just to remind you, in Johannesburg tonight, 6 to 8 p.m., the Al Furqan Islamic Center, 3397 Titanium Street in Finetown. It will be live on Salam Media tonight, and this is going to be the Dhikr program, the One Child, One Dream Project. And with that, I'm going to be signing off. Next up is going to be Juice 12, Sheikh Mishari Rashid Al Afasi. And so until we meet tomorrow, from myself and the team, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.